My first, maybe last video on Booktube. I've been wanting to do it a while. I don't know why. Want to have all the friends that all the booktubers have. So it's my first video, maybe a first of hundreds of thousands, or maybe my first and last. But I just got finished reading the book No Country for Old Men by Cormac McCarthy. Watched the movie 100 times, but finally read the book, and they're pretty similar, and I enjoyed it. Cormac McCarthy, he wrote that book about a road trip of some sort, probably most famous for that. I'll put the book title, the book cover here, or nowhere if I don't figure out how to do it. So the book title, there it is. See it? Good. What would you do if you came across a bag full of money that was part of a drug deal gone bad with dead bodies lying all around? That's probably happened to you in your life a few times. And what decision did you make? Would you call the police, which is probably what you should do? Or would you hunt down the last man standing and try to get involved in the situation and see where the money is? Well, one of our protagonists in the book, Moss, what was his first name? I didn't write it down. Llewellyn? That was probably his first problem. He was named Llewellyn. But that's what he was named. He decides on the second to go and hunt down the last man standing. And that one decision for him to go and try to find this drug dealer who had been shot, who had gotten away from the scene and was dying. He finds the money, and this one decision to take the money, to take that gun, that decision makes him, because he goes back to I don't know if he went back. I read this part, and I never thought about it watching the movie. I know he took a gallon of water out there to help the one guy, one drug dealer who was dying, who wanted agua. He took the jug of water out there, but I think also, it's just my thought, he might have been going back out there because that guy knew who he was, and if he was still alive, Moss would have been in a lot of trouble. So he might have took the water to be nice, but he also may have had in the back of his mind to finish off that drug dealer who was dying in the middle of the desert, make sure he couldn't tell anyone. Well, Moss has a lot of problems. He likes the young ladies, his wife. I didn't write her name down either, so look up this book if it's there, and look up her name. I don't remember it. She's in the movie. She's probably late 20s, but in the book she's 19 when Moss and Llewellyn Moss and her marry. So Moss likes the young ladies. They leave this part out of the spoiler alert. They leave it out of the movie. The lady that he's with at the hotel when he gets shot, spoiler alert again, she's in her 30s or close to 30. But the lady in the book that he's with was a hitchhiker, a 15-year-old, that he picked her up to help with the driving so he could rest. But also, I think he had an eye for the much younger ladies, even though he never did anything with her. He still liked to get in a little bit of trouble, make some bad decisions. The book is about money. The movie's about money. The Coen brothers do a great job of making the movie, pointing this out. What Academy Award for Best Picture. It's about money, taking the $2.5 million, the cartel and Anton Chigurh hunting down the $2.5 million that Moss took. the bounty hunter that's hired to get the money back, named Wells, played by, oh, what's his name? The guy that used to do a lot of drugs. He was on Cheers. You know what I'm talking about. He did a great job too, but he's doing it for the money as well, to get paid. The kids at the end of the movie, which they're young teenagers in the movie, but they're much older, young adult men. In the book, he sells the shirt to Anton to make a sling for money. Takes the money, and they're arguing over the money in the book and in the story. It goes into a little bit more detail in the book about their testimony to the police and to Sheriff Bell, Tommy Lee Jones' character. And the least amount of money in the book was the quarter, which Anton took from his pocket. A bunch of coins in his pocket. Some of them were bloody because he's played this game before. The clerk was given an opportunity to call heads or tails to save his life, and he chose correctly, and Anton let him live because fate was the best response he could give him to save his life. So the least amount of money in the movie, the quarter, saved his life. So money is definitely leading the story. Sheriff Bell in the book, Tommy Lee Jones did an incredible job with this character. It's one of my favorite characters in movies, Tommy Lee Jones, the way he played Sheriff Bell. You could just watch the movie I don't know, tens of times and just enjoy his role every time. I think he made the character come alive even more so than the character is written really well in the book, but just to see the way he painted that picture with his acting just was great. At the end of the movie, Sheriff Bell, Tommy Lee Jones, says when he's resigned from being a sheriff and he's upset and he's quitting, he's got a lot of issues that are not dealt with in the movie, and a lot of traumatic PTSD that he's dealing with from World War II. And he was hoping to be a sheriff, to be a good man, to make up for the cowardice that he felt like he was during the war. Well, at the end of the movie, he's quit and he's talking to his Uncle Ellis, and he said, "I thought God would come into my life, but he didn't." And I like that line, and I've always liked it when Tommy Lee Jones said it. Read the book, spoiler alert again, Tommy Lee Jones did not say it. Sheriff Bell didn't say it. It was Ellis, the character, the uncle, the wise sage in the book, in the movie, that said this. And I understand when they did that, because it's a powerful line. And what did come into Sheriff Bell's life wasn't God, at least the way he saw it. Death came into his life. He was always chasing death, in the person of Anton Chigurh. Chigurh. They debate on how you say his name in the movie and in the book. Just a great character, evil character. He's the evil Jason Bourne. If he gets shot, he can take care of himself medically, and is always ready to handle every situation and can kill at the drop of a hat, and there's no one a match for him. So he represents fate, he represents death, and fate and death are always following the characters in this book. I've watched some YouTube videos that said that he might not even be a real character, that Sheriff Bell even made him up in his mind, just of all the things he had dealt with, and he was just a personification of fate and death, which may be, either way, he's a great character. So anyway, I don't know how long this is, because I'm legally blind and I can't see the timer on this, so you just have to go along with me. This is my first video. I don't know if it'll get any views or not, but that's all right. There's no platform for old men. I don't know how to end this videos and YouTube videos, so I'll just end it like the book and like the movie. And then I woke up.